If, for example, you have an external registration page or have done some offline networking, you may already have attendees who didn't go through the HeySummit checkout. If you have a business plan, you can easily import them and assign them tickets. So I've got a document listing all the attendees I want to import with the email addresses in column A and my full names in column B. So this list of imported attendees will be linked to one ticket type. So if you need them to have different tickets, you'll have to create a different CSV for each ticket type. And you'll see what I mean when I go through these steps. So I'm going to save this as a CSV file. And of course, this might look slightly different for you depending on what program you're using to create your CSV. But now go to your event dashboard, click on Activity and Reporting, and then select Attendees. So these graphs I'm seeing are results from my dropdown and checkbox registration questions, which I set up for attendees to complete during the checkout process. And you may or may not see these depending on how you've set up your registration fields. Scrolling down, I can see all my attendees, and if I click the three dots, I could delete completely or edit their names or email addresses. One thing to note is this report will specify that they've completed the checkout, but it will also show you people who started going through the checkout process, selected a ticket, but haven't completed payment. So if you encounter any issues with importing attendees, it could be that they already signed up or started signing up for your event and therefore are already on this list. All that being said, let's import those attendees. So first, browse to upload the CSV file, and now you'll need to link them to one ticket. So I'm going to select my premium ticket, and this is assuming that you've already taken funds separately to HeySummit's checkout process. Now you could register them for any talks or leave this blank. Perhaps you've already linked them to a ticket type that is registered with specific talks already. You could also link them to an affiliate, and then they would appear on your affiliate's sign-up list. Lastly, you'll need to confirm that all attendees have opted in to receive marketing materials, any email alerts, and also have accepted your terms and conditions, and now click Save. So these are successfully importing, and we'll see this notice with a link to the import logs, which is where you can check the status of this import. Bearing in mind it might take up to 15 minutes for the import to finish, depending on how big that CSV file was. So this time I've imported another CSV where I just added some incorrect data with some incomplete email addresses just to show you how the import log will work. So I'll click to go to import logs, and bear in mind you can also access this via the header link under activity and reporting at any stage. You can see there's a tick or a cross to specify whether or not this import was successful. And you'll see all the lines from the CSV, so it should be fairly straightforward to work out what the issue was. You can then add just the unsuccessful attendees to a new CSV and import those ones again. So once your attendees have been successfully imported, they will automatically receive an email confirming their registration. On this email will be a link to their schedule, which they can go in and amend, and also a link to share your event. Keep in mind, you can customize this email by going to email templates, and we have a separate video on how to do this as well. Just make sure you keep this template switched on if you want your imported attendees to receive this notification.